Today's story begins in beautiful Coral Springs, Florida, close to home for us as we live in the greater Orlando area. Though south of Orlando, Coral Springs is inland from
Boca Raton.
and just a little northeast of Fort Lauderdale. I know you know where that is. Known for its serene neighborhoods and low crime rate and close-knit community, it's a place where families feel safe and life moves at a relaxed pace. But on December 23rd, 2021, just 2 days before Christmas, this peaceful town was shaken to its core. A routine real estate showing turned into a scene of horror. A beloved local real estate agent was brutally murdered in broad daylight. Let's pay homage and unravel the truth behind Sara Trost. Welcome back to Trevor and Jessica Do Everything Real Estate, and more importantly, a subcategory of videos called Estate of Crime. This is episode 1. Our channel covers everything real estate from home tours to the most shocking true crime cases, bizarre real estate stories you've ever heard, which is what you tuned into today. I'm Trevor Snyder, a local real estate broker in the greater Orlando area of Florida, of course. And today we're exploring the tragic murder of Sara Trost. If you're like me and captively confused with crimes, this channel might be for you. Without further ado, let's take a closer look at Sara's life, the events leading up to her untimely death, and the aftermath that left the community in mourning.
Hi Parkland and Coral Springs. I wanted to share some thoughts that I have with you and put together a little video. And if you think what I'm saying sounds interesting, hello, thank you, it's very sweet. If you think what I'm saying sounds interesting and you think it's perhaps worth sharing, then I would love for you to do so.
After hours of research, I couldn't find much on Sara Trost's early history. The internet has her springing up in Parkland, Florida. I do know she was born in Southend, Essex, Great Britain. Oh, Scottish, gosh, I apologize. Spent her early years in a quaint town, surrounded by a loving family. She was known for her warm personality, always ready to lend a helping hand. And in her early 30s, Sara moved to Parkland, Florida. I'm not sure if she met her American husband, Jason, in the States or in the UK, but I do know they started their lives and family in Parkland, Florida, which is where their love flourished by adding their daughter, Avery, to the mix. Friends and family describe Sara as a beacon of positivity, always wearing a smile and radiating kindness, a natural mother and wife. Her colleagues admired her dedication and work ethic, often referring to her as a rising star in the real estate industry.
Hi, I'm Sara Trost with 1% Lists So Flow, and I cannot wait to show you my newest listing at 5989 Northwest 74th Street, right here in gorgeous Parkland. Now, before we step inside, you're gonna notice that this home has breathtaking curb appeal, a vast driveway, 2-car garage, and a gorgeous, elaborate double-door entry. Should we go inside and take a closer look?
It was probably her passion for helping others that led her to a career in real estate, where she was able to combine her love for homes and her desire to make a difference in people's lives. When first arriving in Parkland, she took a job as an interior designer, a perfect position to get her foot in the door for property management and finally real estate. Eventually, she started her own business, focusing on flipping houses and helping families buy and sell their homes.
Hi, I'm Sarah Michelle, and I've been asked to do this video showcasing some of the properties that I do as a realtor and as a developer and a designer of houses. So this is going to be a great example for you to see a project that's coming towards the end of being done.
Her clients often praised her for her attention to detail and genuine care for their needs. It was clear she loved her professional life, but Sara cherished spending time with her family, often enjoying weekends at the beach or exploring local parks, which helps make a great realtor. Sara's life seemed picture perfect. She had a loving family, a successful career, and a bright future ahead. If That didn't make her busy enough, though. She was part of the Parkland Dog Rescue and Fostering Program.
2 little pug puppies available for adoption soon with Paw Patrol. This is the little brindle one. Ethel wants all the attention. They're pug puppies from Paw Patrol. They're about 45 days old right now and not available just yet, but if you are interested, put your applications in. And as you can imagine, these babies are going to fly because they're so cute.
In addition, especially after their local high school shooting, which I know you guys know what I'm talking about, she became a pronounced advocate of gun control and was very vocal about the local issues Parkland had developed.
I was driving back from a community event in light of the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas shooting a year ago today, driving past the school because I literally live up the street from the school, and I just wanted to give my 2 cents of my sort of evening and my thoughts, which was primarily that we hear a lot about the 17 victims, the 14 kids and the 3 adults. And my mind goes not to 17 people, but to 17 kids and or adults, but also 17 mothers, 17 fathers, 17 sets of grandparents, 17 sets of siblings, best friends, teammates, cousins. It's not just 17, it's hundreds, but then it's not just hundreds, it's thousands of people that are directly affected.
Most days were filled with showings, talking to other people, clients, other realtors, and working transactions. Which takes us to December 23rd, 2021, where Sarah's day started like any other day. She was scheduled to show a home in Coral Springs, which is the town just south of Parkland. Hours before her showing, she posted on Facebook, as she pulled up to the home. Like most realtors, she probably arrived early. She probably checked her phone for any texts or calls, gathered any print material that she brought for her client. And as she sat in her Wrangler, unaware of her vulnerability, really, she was ambushed by Raymond Wesley Reese. Reese, a disgruntled former tenant, mistakenly believed Sarah was the landlord responsible for his eviction. In a fit of rage, he opened fire, shooting Sarah multiple times.
51-year-old Raymond Wesley is now sitting in jail after police say he is the man responsible for killing 40-year-old Sara Trost in this driveway Thursday afternoon.
All of a sudden, we heard 2 gunshots. So I turned to my wife and I said, I think that was gunshots.
This neighbor tells us he was in his home on a work meeting when he heard the shots, ran outside and saw blood.
I got a little closer to the Jeep and I saw some blood.
The horrific murder happening at around 12:30 p.m. along the 5700 block of Northwest 48 Court in Coral Springs. Our cameras capturing the massive police presence.
There was a disgruntled tenant who was evicted. He thought the realtor who was showing the home, he thought it was the owner of the house, and she was ambushed. She was sitting in her car.
Despite medical care arriving relatively quickly, almost immediately, Sarah did succumb to her injuries at the scene. The community was left in shock, struggling to comprehend the senseless act of violence that claimed the life of a beloved figure, a mother, a wife, gone too soon. Reportedly, less than an hour after the shooting, a call came into the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, and a man identifying himself as Reese said, "Can you send an officer to pick me up? I shot somebody." The investigation revealed that Reese, overwhelmed with his eviction, had targeted Sarah in a tragic case of mistaken identity. Reese believed that by attacking her, he was exacting revenge on the person he held responsible for his plight. Throughout the court proceedings, it became clear that Reese's actions were driven by desperation and misplaced sense of justice. Witnesses described Reese as a man on the edge, struggling to cope with his circumstances. However, this did little to lessen the severity of his crime or the impact on Sarah's family and the community. Raymond Wesley Reese faced trial for the murder of Sara Trost. The court proceedings were closely followed by the community. I mean, they sought justice for Sara. During the trial, the prosecution presented a compelling case detailing Reese's actions and the devastating consequences. Reese was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The verdict provided some closure for Sara's family and friends, but the pain of her loss remained ever present. If there can be anything resembling any sort of irony in this story, it will be the fact that Reese hadn't been paying rent for a long while. In fact, there was a national COVID moratorium in effect, allowing tenants free rent through the end of December, which was rapidly approaching. With only about a week left of the moratorium, feeling helplessness and in a fit of rage, he reacted and did what he did. The ironic part comes in the fact that they extended the moratorium days later for another 10 months, and it would have been illegal to evict him at that time. Today, Sara's family continues to grapple with their loss. It was only a few years ago her young daughter Avery is growing up without a mother. Supported by the community, and Jason, in all intents and purposes, appears to be an incredible father. Sara's legacy lives on through the memories of those who knew her and the positive impact she had on many lives. Her story also resonates with us all as realtors, really, that work with the public every day. The story of Sara Trost is a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. It's also a call to action that we need to be aware of our surroundings and try to keep our head on a swivel. Thank you for joining us as we remembered the life and tragic death of Sara Trost. We hope her story serves as a reminder to appreciate the loved ones in our lives and to strive for a safer world. And if you enjoyed this telling and thought it deserved a like or subscribe, now's your chance. More importantly, we are realtors in the Orlando area. We take our job very seriously and we want to earn your business. Hey, you! Yeah, I'm talking to you. Hey, listen, we don't have enough time in these videos to put everything about the HOAs and the CDDs and all the information about the communities and everything. So if you want more information, my wife and I, we'd love to help you guys out. All you gotta do is get a hold of us. So thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, and all the YouTube algorithm stuff. Yeah!